Okay, well it's string change day, boys. String changing day. So I got my new nut, as we saw, and strings have not yet been changed from the factory, so this is the very first string change. Now, the only reason I would film this is to show installing the new nut and just to show how the tuners work. Okay, so I've seen a few videos about how to do this myself, and unstringing this, because they tell you specifically in the manual, do not use one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 in the middle, and then no, let's try that again. I've done something. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then that should be enough. Move to the next string. Bring it down. So probably once you got used to this affair, which is what I would do, sort of get to have an idea of which buttons you have to press, so you can actually see what you're doing. And then so I have to go this way to go to the next string, and then I know that I have to push down on it. Oh, that didn't work out. Oh shit, no, I screwed it up. Shit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm already on the D. I have to push down. So that was the other reason I wanted to film this, to show you that probably the first few times you use this, and this is the very first time I'm doing this, probably going to be a bit awkward until you work up where everything is, just by touch. But this is the way I imagined I would do it once I got a feeling for where the buttons were. Okay, so loose, loose, loose. And then I want to go to the next string and go down. Yeah, that's probably loose enough. Let's see if I can do this without... Yes! So now I got a feeling for it. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this and I'll bring you back. Okay. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, just... Okay, so I've seen some videos where guys say they were sent saddles without the grub screws. Mine came with the grub screws. So presumably this is going to be not at all the same size part. Oh wow. So there goes my plan for how to set this. I was just gonna, yeah, this is a thicker part. So the new part is a few thousandths thicker, for sure. Let's just see. Yeah, the old one's way thinner. By just a hair. Okay. So I guess what I'm gonna go for then is same overall height. So regardless of how much thicker this material is, I'm gonna go for this measurement here. Just to get it as close to how they had it set at the factory. Because that's still going to be the top is still the top, and the bottom is still the bottom, so regardless of how thick the material is, that's the measurement I'm going to just set that there. And give her. Alright, so again, like I said, I'm concerned about, while I'm inserting this, the overall measurement from the top here where the string is going to rest to the bottom here where this is going to rest in the bottom of the cavity. So I don't care that this is actually thicker. What I care about is this measurement, which is already needs to be backed out. Perfect. Okay. So that's that one set. Now let's try measure this one. Pretty confident. Now I feel pretty confident that that's going to be almost exactly where the factory had it set. So again, I was concerned about the overall height from the bottom to the top, because the bottom is still going to touch the bottom and the top is still where the strings rest, so it doesn't matter that this material is actually slightly thicker in certain places. Just drops in there. That's it. Now the back is slightly taller on these. But yeah, so there's the old part. And there's the new part. And if my camera will show it, I'm hoping I can zoom in. You're actually able to see the tool marks from how they machined this. From how they machined the old part. Or the new part, rather. The new part is titanium. Some people were saying nickel something or other, but no, that's titanium. I was told from the person at the factory who sent this to me. It's a new titanium part. And so there we go. That should be pretty well lit. Okay, so let me get to cleaning this up, and that'll be that. Alright, if you watch this channel, I just thought I'd tag this into this video because I think it's interesting. Because if you've watched my channel, you've probably seen me clean up frets a million times. And, you know, I've tried lots of various different things to clean up frets. I've tried, oh, you name it, I've tried it. I've even used car polish. I taped up a whole fretboard and then run car polish over it with, which incidentally works great, but makes a big mess. But the other day, well, not really the other day, I remembered from when I used to collect coins that I used to use this stuff to clean up coins, which incidentally, if you clean up coins, it devalues them, but I was cleaning up coins that didn't really have a lot of value other than to me. But anyway, this stuff, it's like cutlery polish, but it's so fantastic, and you don't need very much of this stuff at all, like at all. And watch what happens. I hope my lighting is good enough to show, because these frets don't need much, just a little bit of cleaning. Okay, so this is already 10 times too much for what I'm doing. That much polish is already 10 times too much. But anyway, watch. This stuff is amazing. So I'm pretty much going to abandon Neverdull. Because A, it's expensive, but kind of a pain to use. But check this out. It's like, leaves a mirror finish. It's fantastic. And if you haven't played on nice, smooth, shiny frets, or your strings glide over them when you do bends, you're missing out. Cleaner and shinier your frets are, the nicer your guitar feels to play. So I always spend tons of time making sure frets are super smooth and really shiny, because it makes such a big difference when you're playing a guitar. Such a big difference. But yeah, just does a fantastic job cleaning this stuff. And the more you polish, the more you rub, the shinier it comes. And you don't need a lot of this stuff. But like, look at that compared to the fret next to it. And it's just, you need such an itty bitty bit of this stuff. Like, it's just minimal, and it'll clean all kinds of metal. Anyway, I'm going to do the rest of the frets and bring you back when we string her up. Just thought I'd show you guys that. No, I'm not being sponsored by this company. It's just a product I happen to have used in the past and remembered, oh man, this would probably be awesome on frets. If you're in Canada, go to Canadian Tire, grab this stuff. I'm sure this stuff is probably everywhere in the US. Probably find it somewhere near, I would say, cutlery and or like home polishing stuff. Look for that. Peak Polish. It's awesome. All right, let's get some scratches in her. So I wondered to myself, these tuners are pretty awesome. Why would anybody want to change these? Because restringing this is an awful pain in the ass. Oh, man. Okay, so that's pretty well it.